All right, we're going to talk about the Olympics a little bit later, but let's begin with the severe weather impacting several states. One tornado in southeastern Illinois destroyed at least a dozen buildings along a 6-mile stretch. Another twister in Bloomington, Indiana, toppled trees and power lines and peeled roofs off buildings. Students at the University of Indiana were forced to shelter in place during the storm. CBS News correspondent Tom Hanson joins us live from Bloomington, Indiana this morning. Tom, just describe for us the level and the scale of the damage that you're seeing.
Yeah, Vlad, it's been pretty surprising to see in certain parts. We're seeing buildings that have been completely shredded by the debris that's been hurling through the air from these tornadoes that really hit in pockets of Indiana. I want to show you something really quick because this is the debris that we're looking at right here. Take a look at this. This is a wooden post. Now imagine this post hurling through the air at near hurricane force winds. We're talking 60 miles, 70 miles, 80 miles an hour. Well, that's what happened to this building that was struck by a ton of debris, some of that intense wind. And you can see that the roof has caved in on certain parts. Other parts have been completely shredded and stripped. And really, this is the destruction that we're seeing in pockets here. But one of the fickle things about tornadoes, and I want to point this out, look over here. Earlier today, we saw workers who were taking debris, clearing the path from this fast food establishment right here so that it could be fully up and operational. That is a building that is almost seemingly untouched, while this is the destruction just a few feet away. And so that's really what we've been seeing in this pocket of storms. But I also want to point out winter and tornadoes are not two words that typically go together. So a lot of people in this area completely caught off guard by this stretch of storms. Vlad.
Tom, you always bring it back to us and remind us, imagining that post through the air. What are you hearing from people who are waking up this morning?
A lot of people very surprised and shocked that they had to deal with these early tornadoes. You know, we're looking at the spring months, the summer months when tornado season is in full swing in the Midwest. So a lot of people not really expecting this stretch of storms from that unseasonably warm weather that Indiana and the Midwest has been experiencing. But I will say we have heard from people who are saying that they dodged a bullet here, that this storm could have been a lot worse than it was. And fortunately, we are not hearing of any casualties at this point and no severe injuries. So certainly dodging a bullet here, Lindsay.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. I'll take it.
CBS News New York meteorologist John Elliott is here now with a look at the forecast. What are you tracking?
Okay, let's put it in perspective. So you've got, no month is immune from tornadoes. So you got that. But where Tom is standing, it's going to be replaced by winter weather. And that snow that you're seeing is totally outperformed. We're seeing 4 to 8 inch totals. So areas that were damaged, they're not going to be dealing with these retreating temperatures. The front is on the move. Let's talk about our backyard and 57th Street. Messy for New York. It's wintry in New England. And then there's another one Sunday into Monday. Got to retreat back to the west, though. Fire weather, even though the advisories, those fire weather warnings have retreated a bit, there's so much ample fuel and wind is going to be an issue. And then farther to the west, everything's connected. This is the system that's going to serve up the severe weather in the southeast over the weekend, snow for us. But the blue you see, more avalanche warnings. 2 deaths in Utah from avalanches, and all the way down into the Tehachapies. That's south of Bakersfield. They've got winter storm warnings as well. So very active weather. And this thing for us Sunday into Monday, obviously us, New York, but that's Baltimore, Philly, D.C., up into Boston. That's going to be our next major event. We'll talk more about that in our full forecast.
Okay, sounds good, John. Thanks.
I know you hate me. I know, everybody.
It's all good.